This is Michigan Moments, rediscovering the pioneering moments of the Great Lakes State. Sebewaing, Michigan, sits along the shore of Saginaw Bay, where Indian settlements near the mouth of a crooked creek shaped the town's destiny. By the early 1900s, Sebewaing was no longer a sleepy lumber outpost. It had become a bustling hub of farming, industry, and community life. The sugar beet industry led the way. In 1902, John C. Liken, the man often called the town's father, gathered investors to build a sugar factory on the edge of town. That fall, the first load of beets arrived at the factory scale house. By the end of the season, more than 9 million pounds of sugar had been produced. Sugar beets quickly became a reliable cash crop, and the factory became one of the largest employers in the area. But Sebewaing was more than just a sugar town. The Sebewaing Brewing Company put the village on the map for beer lovers. Founded in 1880, the brewery survived Prohibition by producing malt extract for home brewers. After repeal, it re-emerged with its flagship old-style beer and clever marketing campaigns that included using live lions as mascots. For decades, Sebewaing beer was served at family tables, festivals, and after duck hunts along the bay. Sebewaing was ahead of its time in bringing electricity to its people. In 1911, residents voted to build a municipal electric light plant. The result was reliable, locally controlled power for homes, businesses, and industries, lighting the way for the village's growth. This innovation still exists today and operates as Sebewaing's Light and Water. The Hotel Hannah was one of Sebewaing's most prominent buildings, standing as a symbol of the village's prosperity in the early 1900s. Its distinctive corner turret and wide porch welcomed traveling salesmen, visiting executives from the sugar company, and hunters bound for the Saginaw Bay marshes. Community life thrived at the Bayshore Assembly Grounds, where Methodists converted the old local fairgrounds into a summer camp meeting place. Families came for preaching, singing, and fellowship along the lakeshore. Each fall, the marshes of Wildfowl Bay echoed with the calls of migrating ducks. Hunting clubs and lodges welcomed sportsmen from near and far, cementing Sebewaing's reputation as a destination for waterfowl hunting. Together, these stories tell of a town that blended industry, faith, and recreation into a rich civic life. Sebewaing was and remains a place where hard work met celebration. Thanks for listening. Please share and follow us for future episodes of Michigan Moments. This has been Michigan Moments, offering bite-sized morsels of Michigan history.